Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to another episode of 80 Days. We've made our way from London all the way to Manila in the Philippines, and we just sold a brass woodlouse, bronze, brass, something, and made a boatload of money. We now have a physical restorative set, which should hopefully keep Fog in decent shape, because we've got a long journey ahead. But let's explore first. Yeah, we're not going west. We're going to take this all the way from Manila to Acapulco, which is a super long route, but I think will be very beneficial to us. Inopportune time, the city had recently suffered the depredations of a major typhoon. Not cholera. Oh dear. Let's go to the telephone exchange. I'm sure that Mr. drank only boiled water. This is important. It does not do to dwell on such matters, and he's a little happy with me. Yes, let's GTFO. Arrives next Saturday, so it'll be a week. Ooh, this is going to be a really tough one. Let's stay in the hotel. Oh, let's keep attending to him. Okay. Let's go. Oh, the air gear set helped us quite a bit. Good. Boarded the Reina Cristina, a Spanish Torre Quevedo type airship. Except in miniature. It's only supposed to take a week, so let's converse with people and learn more about Acapulco. Tell me about Houston. Houston to Miami? Oh, he's not very helpful. 7 days, a day in Honolulu. Then it will be almost at the Atlantic. Actually, we were going around the world. Should go to Panama. If you can. Like airships, they seem to have their own way of building things. You will see, perhaps. Intriguing. Let's look after Fog. Which utterly fascinated me. Don't bother trying to learn it. You need a sailor's heart to do so. Do you know it? You should hope I have a sailor's heart. I think you do. Truly, I meet the most remarkable people as captain of an airship. Keep a very close eye on Fog. A portrait of King Amadeo I hung in one of the relatively unused corridors of the gondola, which I was exploring and finding a secret or two. A Christian. Was a giddy paradise. Always the fog. I walked along the beach. Sharks frolicking, eh? I returned to the airship, much refreshed and eager to push on to Acapulco. I was struck by an unrelated thought. Monsieur Fogg, the dateline! I have altered our watch already. Did you think I might forget? We reached a point directly opposite Greenwich, where the hours we had lost until a whole extra day. Swap the sunshine to Hawaiian colors. The Mexicans are not fond of a Spaniard since the Revolution. Surely they are not fooled. It is a little game we play in the interest of trade. We send our Filipino crew members to negotiate for us, and the Mexican customs officer charges a hefty surcharge. Do not worry, my friend, this is not my first one. Well, let's see if we can learn more about Acapulco. Panama City. I'll tell you more about Panama City. Freetown, I think, is in South Africa. I wouldn't believe it. Okay. Pitcairn Island. Oh no, I've forgotten. I'm so sorry. Well, shit. We smell the smoke. Gunpowder sweetened by blood. Make out the flash of gunfire. Are the Spanish trying to retake Mexico? King Amadeo hardly writes me informative love notes. I will do it. We have the handkerchief when you are secure. I shook his hand. I closed my eyes and heaved myself up. I looked up and planned my route. Gave them a rakish salute. Laughed and laughed and laughed. We humans are such ingenious creatures, my friends. The sky above Acapulco. I will tell you I made it back inside. The French army is besieging Acapulco. I fainted dead away. The fog was impressed. We leave the French their business in Acapulco and head to Panama. I nodded eagerly and agreed. It is a detour, but not a catastrophic one. I was going to go to Panama anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. Let's stay here for the night, give you a chance to rest. 49ers. I went exploring. Fine machinery. I'm a visitor. I complied. Designed all of them. I examined the levers closely. You are a born excavator. Let us continue to explore. Our routes don't help. They're all going back to the west. Ah, the visitor from Fancy. We come to take back your canal. It will not be so easy. I was told you are leaving town. Is it a fast craft? That sounds most intriguing. Perhaps we could travel with you. Name your price. It was not unfeasible. We will consider it. They seemed keen to talk. Where are you headed? I don't want to go to Brazil. That's what I wanted. A route east. Port-au-Prince. Oh, good lord, that's expensive. We have the money. Anything we can sell for a good price? Oh, we'll make 4,000 when we get there. Maybe. We might go to Dakar. I'll attend to Monsieur Fogg. Negotiate. Oh, ooh. 9,000 pounds. We'll wait. I don't mind losing another day here. We're turning in for the night. Let's look after him. And he's in much better shape. Now let's depart for Port-au-Prince. Oh no. We need to sell a bunch of crap. Right. We have to keep going. We have to get rid of stuff as quickly as possible. Let's sell the railway man stuff. We'll sell these. Okay, we're down to 2 briefcases. Suitcases, sorry. Oh right, it leaves tomorrow. Let's try to get a little bit more money if we can. Mentions to me, I am French. Fashion herself. Damn. Oh, we'll spend the night and then we'll leave. I'll attend to Monsieur Fogg. He's almost at 100%. Yeah, let's get to Port-au-Prince. Embark. The good news is this shouldn't actually damage us at all. We have a head for heights. I used to be an acrobat. Nothing upsets him. How does it work? She shrugs. I sat behind Fanchon. Port-au-Prince. Dakar? No. Let's go via Caracas. Tell me about as much about Dakar as you can tell me. Belém, maybe? So we can actually go from Caracas to Timbuktu. As fast as it. We arrived somewhat wind-ruffled, otherwise intact. We'll stay in the hotel overnight. Nearly 70 years before the slaves, Saint Domingue. Interesting. I wanted to know how they worked. Found a local shopkeeper. I tracked down Fanchon. Are they Voodoo? I have no right to judge you. We're gonna wait a little bit until the market opens, and we'll sell our brass telescope. Yes. No, let's put you in here. Let's buy some false teeth. So Washington goes across the Atlantic. New York goes across the Atlantic. There's nothing further south? Belém is the other route. Let's explore. Port-au-Prince does go across the Atlantic. What the crap are you talking about? That's going to be almost all of our money. I petted it a little. Greetings, monsieur. To Lisbon. Fare is very high. Tell me about Lisbon. I had a dog. Lisbon to London. The fare is extortionate. We can get all the way back home if we go to Lisbon. We're gonna need to make a lot of money to do that. Which took us high into the air. More exciting than an airship. I'm gonna brace myself for impact. He is a living bird still. He's carried us far. He has earned his rest. Fair enough. I found it curiously soothing and slept soundly all night. It's a beautiful morning. Why are you Monsieur, not Captain? It would be presumptuous. You act like a captain. I rather think they do. Captain Robson of Fuels and I will not be one of them. Now do stop talking. I think I made him angry. Began to storm. There's no land till the Azores. He's too frightened to listen. Leapt upon the solid ground. Let's go to the bank. Let's look at the manager. May have to wait a day or two. Ooh, £3,000 on Wednesday. We'll make money in Lisbon. How much money is it? It's only £100 to get to Lisbon. But I do want the extra money, even if it means waiting a few days. Let's explore. I can go directly to London from here. Delicate Peter, Automata. We have come so far. I can scarcely believe it. We are not in London yet, but we are making excellent time. Find out when the next airship to Lisbon departs. I wonder. £7,300. We can't afford it. Lisbon we can, so that's what we're going to have to do. And we're going to have to hope that selling the false teeth will give us enough. $80-day deadline every sunset, another 4 days. Kept ourselves occupied. I spent a few hours walking around. Poor youth who had mislaid a locket. I thanked him. We had 3 days to wait. We kept ourselves occupied as night fell. I ran a few errands for the hotelier, earning £82. Good. Room was decent, but I could not sleep here. Day 63. Whether we would wait before the night ended. I helped the kitchen staff to clean, earning some money. Two more days, and then we'll have enough to at least make it to Lisbon. But comfortable for the night, and I spent a few hours polishing shoes in the lobby. One more day, and then we can leave. With what remained of the day, I helped them clean and earned a little bit more money. Funds are ready. Delightful. Let's go. The farming gyrocopter. So we're just going to let this episode, since we're almost finished, we're just going to finish this particular playthrough. My real passion, senors, is poetry. Greetings, monsieur. What can you tell me about Lisbon? Alright, fine. A minor one, you should write another about your adventures. You're an idiot. I don't like you anymore. Go away. Did you know that Antero de Quintal was born in Porta Delgado, only 2 streets from my own birthplace? I do not know it. He writes sonnets, the modernité of Baudelaire and Rimbaud. I'm a devotee of Swinburne, and some lovely poetry. I saw the coastline on the horizon. We will indeed wait for the evening. Sat down at a restaurant. I have a great favor to ask. I am sure we can accommodate you. To add 2 to your number. Of course you may. We were strange mirrors of each other. Meanwhile, the Parchmeister Diedrich. So is Monsieur Fogg. He is the most exacting master. The sort of look 2 generals might exchange. You're traveling around the world. Around the world? You mean to say you are? Yes, for a wager. I stared at him in silent shock. West instead of east? I decided I would lie and told them that we were actually Russian ballet dancers on the run from the Bolshevik because the director had grown obsessed with the master's impeccable ballet work. And Monsieur, and he did that. Let us give you advice. Sleeping rough is considered perfectly safe in most of the world. Particular firmness. I do not like that Diedrich. Passepartout, Monsieur Fogg said with a small sigh in his voice. You are a man of remarkable depths. Oh dear. It's only 310 pounds. Do it. Off we go. Algarve oranges and early season cherries. Being such juiciness could not turn my eyes from the prize. Barring storms, side winds, pirates, fires, explosions, escape kernels, or any other such, London was now finally within our reach. What is your mission, Master? What have you learned about Paris? It's my prosperity we're gambling upon. I spent the remaining time watching every possible danger. Felt for the first time in 6 days the feel of English soil under our shoes. Return! I seized my master by the collar and threw him into one of the steam carriages idling on the banks of the Serpentine in Hyde Park. To the Reform Club, I shouted, throwing £50 at the driver as inducement to speed, and you'll have another 50 when we arrive. There was no need for such unseemly haste, Passepartout, my master noted, but I was a man possessed. They seemed comforting and familiar. Raced our way down Pall Mall. Well, I some only movie tickets where my master's erstwhile friends. Gentlemen, here I am. The room erupted into cheers, and I staggered to the nearest chair and collapsed heavily into it, my hands shaking. I realized, as though a spell had succeeded, that we had succeeded and my master had won £20,000. With the 4,000 we began with, the debt built up from banks along the way in our meeting funds was a profit worth 15,000, hardly a meager sum. Saw for the first time, heavily mustachioed, and another Monsieur Fix of the club butlers. It looked quite fine there, and I smiled with pride. You have won the bet, monsieur, I told him, and seized my master by the hand and shook it. He did not even remark upon the impropriety of my gesture. Any gentleman will be fortunate to call you his valet, and you have been a worthy companion to me besides. Mr. Fogg, Mr. Fogg, one of the journalists in the crowd cried, interrupting our conversation. What next for the great adventurer Phileas Fogg and his loyal valet Passepartout? My master looked at me. I returned the glance. I've always wondered what is at the center of the earth. Aha, aha. Anyone care to make a wager? Monsieur Fogg refrained from rolling his eyes. I believe, he said with great deliberation, that tonight I will have supper and go to bed. Come, Passepartout, it grows late. Yes, Monsieur Fogg, I said, and followed. Your journey around the world is complete. Huzzah! Addled by pirates in Europe and drug-addled valet in Hong Kong. 30,000 favorite transport airships. 15,000 bonus, 7,000 by sea. 24,000. Character courageous. Manner flamboyant. Valeting remarkable. Comfortable relations with Fogg. So I hope you enjoyed 80 Days. I really liked this game, and if people are interested, I will go ahead and do another playthrough, but it's up to you guys. I'm really curious to see what people think about this. Maybe we'll go back to another game after this. I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. I really liked the art style. It was very clever. I won't say it was terribly difficult, but we made some really smart purchases. In fact, I think going out of our way to Berlin saved us a lot of money. But I'm really interested to see what happens next time. And every time you play through, there's a new seed, so the game itself will change. So, do let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see a second season of this. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. But until then, like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, I bid you adieu.